Mr. Belke, have you ever considered taking a job in another country?
Yes, I did not only consider this, but I did this, in fact, in the border regions to Germany, for instance, in the Netherlands, at the Katholische Universität Brabant in Tilburg, in Brussels and in Vienna, where I hold my first professorship.
Well, national boundaries are no longer a problem within the EU, but there are some hurdles that cross-border workers have to jump. What are they?
Yeah, what we always say is that we do not have an optimal currency area here because you have different social security systems, different tax systems, different languages, cultures, everything what you don't have in the US, which is seen as an optimum currency area.
Now, one of the primary motivating factors when looking for a job is always money. Hourly rates here in Germany average out at 30.90 euros. In the Netherlands, you'll get 31.20 an hour. And in France, the average is 32.90 euros. But in Greece, for example, you'll only get 17 euros an hour. Now, France has accused Germany of purposefully keeping wages low to reduce export costs. Is that true?
Yeah, the first thing you have to acknowledge here is that you do not have to look at gross wages, but at net wages, meaning you have to deduct non-wage labor costs, which are very high in Germany, of course. And the second thing you have to look at is at productivity progress. If you have a higher productivity, your non-wage labor costs and the costs for the firm, which is relevant for the firm, are much lower. So this is what Germany did, by the way, not too high wages, but it has increased its productivity.
Now, there's always a discussion about an across-the-board minimum wage and whether or not implementing that in Germany would make sense. What do you think?
Yeah, of course, this may pose many problems because there's no competition anymore. But one positive aspect might be that we export in goods areas like cars in a high-quality segment where the export success does not depend so much on prices. And even more, Daimler Chrysler has relocated its production scheme to the US, where German minimum wages do not matter at all.
If we look ahead to, say, 50 years from now, will it even matter what country that you work in? Are we moving towards some kind of continental labor market?
If the euro will be effective, we will have so much competition that every difference is eroded away. The second thing, the second hurdle would be the position of the unions. By now, the unions do not want the unions in the other countries to be successful in terms of high wages. There is much competition between them.
All right, Ansgar Belke from the German Institute for Economic Research, thank you very much for joining us.